Okay, folks, it's your random hero here again. All right, I'm sitting right here just thinking, I know one thing I can do about it. It's something that everybody does. All right, it's self-loathing. You know, um, you know, people think that they will always be alone and stuff like this, trying to throw a little self-pity party, which is bullshit. And the thing that I don't understand is like they'll get drunk and call a friend up and do it, right? And I'm sitting back here thinking to myself, right? Why would you want to let a friend know, let people know that you self pity, It's like, okay, you can sit back here, a person can sit back here and say, self pity for a while, but after that while, come on, snap out of it, But I think what people want other people to do is sit back here and feel sorry for them, I guess when you have enough people to try to sit back here and do the self-pity thing and tell them basically, you sit back and tell them, look, what you need to do is change this, and this, and they don't want to change it, That's when a person should sit back and get annoyed. As I was saying earlier, like a person sit back here and say that they're gonna be alone for the rest of their life and okay, so there's just too many people out here in the world for a person to sit back here and be like, nobody don't want me and stuff like this, because you got some ugly people in Hollywood with some beautiful women. Look at Hollywood's a prime example. Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, she dropped dead gorgeous. He just dropped dead ugly. The only thing sells him is his body. Once his body go, he's gold. Now that shows that there's somebody for everybody. So people just don't need to be sit back and self-loathing, But if somebody comes to you self-loathing, right, you can there's two ways you can be. You can be calm about it, you can be a dick about it. Simple as that, But the only time you pull out, you be a dick about it is when you actually sit back here and they just come to you time and time again saying, I'm so ugly, this and that, And also, that's just not for that anyway. For about speaking to people anyway. It's like sitting back here and not doing something with your life, For another example, you can have people sit back here and say, I'm not gonna do nothing with my life, right? Well, get off your ass and do something. Simple as that, It's just the only person that's gonna hold you back is yourself. Honestly, this is my personal belief. There's no reason, right, that a person should not have his GED or high school diploma. For the simple fact that there are so many programs today that you can sit back here and still get your GED or high school diploma. Anything what a person want to do in this day and age, they can still do it. The only person stopping people is themselves. Which don't make no sense, So that's why I just sit back here and I think to myself, right? When people sit back here and say, I can't do this, I can't do that, I'm not smart, bullshit, I understand if you do this handicapped, but most people are not handicapped. A lot of people can actually get out here and do something, That's why you don't have people sit back here, you don't have as many people self-loathing as a lot of people do. Maybe, I understand if somebody wants to sit back here and throw a little pity party, stuff like this, But get up, get out, get going, as the words of the cure, But it's just, like I said, there's so many, when people don't want to do stuff, that's on them, Another thing is, what goes in self-pity is gold diggers. Gold diggers want a man to sit back here and take care of them and, buy them expensive cars and all this and not look for a future with a man. I understand if you're pregnant and basically you're going to have to depend on that man to take care of you. That's different, because basically, hopefully y'all married, and also there's a future between y'all two. And later on, after the woman go through her change and stuff like that, she can always go back to work. I don't mean to sit back and call it. Well, it's a change, yeah, because of a kid. But most women, just look for expensive guys with a fat wallet, so she can sit back and tap his pocket and stuff like that. Dudes, I'm gonna tell you, if a woman like that, she got low self-esteem about herself. She seriously do. If a woman who was low self-esteem about herself like that, don't mess with her. You need to tell that woman to go ahead and do something for herself. Don't sit back and be buying her cars and stuff like this for the simple fact that she really don't love you. Come on, think about it. A woman's gonna sit back here and that you're not dating, right? Actually, if you have a high-paying job, won't you pay for this, and this, right? And you don't see no aspects in her, cut her loose. There's too many women out here in the world who looking for a good dude. There's too many out here in the world who sit back here and who got self-esteem about themselves. Like I said, I understand you got some women who gonna have always gonna have issues with themselves. I'm too fat, I'm too skinny, da 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 da. If a man can accept you for you, fuck him, because sometimes men can have low self-esteem too. That's why you sit back here and see a lot of men beat on their wives because they are insecure with their self. Who sit back here and mentally abuse a woman, they are insecure with their self, right? If I'm like this, right? If you like that type of stuff, go for that type of guy, right? But personally, I think it's just crazy, because but as the pendulum swing that way, let's swing it back the other way. Women do the same thing. They beat on their men too. They sit back here and try to break them down mentally and physically. They try to sit back here and just basically totally unadulterated, just break the man down, and mess it up for the next one. Which, it's okay, but come on, folks. If you know your wife is cheating on you, come on, dudes. If your wife is cheating on you, right, and you know it, right, even if it's just cut off. There's too many women out here. There's too many women out in this world. Think about this. I'm talking fellas right now. For every one man, there's 10 women, right? And because the woman gonna sit back here, and if she really want to be with somebody, she gonna be with him. Just like a man. If he really want to be with somebody, he gonna be with somebody. It ain't gonna be maybe. No, they gonna be there. Simple, plain, simple as that. Most people can't sit back here and accept that. Like I said, me personally, I'm not gonna sit back here and if a woman sit back and tell me she don't want to be with me, I'm not gonna sit back here and get hung up on her. There's too many women out here in the world, But some people can't handle that. Some men can't handle that fact. Me personally, I blow them off. Because for the simple fact, if they don't want to be with me, they lost on the pedigree, When you got confidence about yourself, you can sit back here and say that, If a woman gonna be with me, she gonna be with me. If not, she not. What can I do about it, I'm not gonna waste my time sitting back here listening to sad music. Oh, I wish she was here. I wish she was here. I'm not gonna do that. Love only goes to a certain extent. But when you start messing with my religion, my money, and my feelings, that's different, I don't play games. Just be straight up about it, That's the only thing that people need to be doing. Just be straight up about it, and quit this little self-pity and bullshit. That's the only thing it is, because people want people to sit back here and feel sorry for them. If you gonna sit back here and feel sorry for somebody who really don't need somebody to feel sorry for, that's on them, Maybe they need to go change some aspects about this, so they'll sit back here and stop this little self-pitying thing, which just don't make no sense. Just grow up. Stop sitting back here, stop self-pitying, and just grow the fuck up. Most people just don't know how to do that. Instead, they want to sit back here and lead a life like they're still in high school. High school been over. High school ended on the last day you stepped in those halls. It's time for people to grow up, But some won't, some will. What can be said? Well, this is your random hero here speaking, and I'm talking about self-pity and loathing. I'll let y'all folks later, alright?